Most of you think we're not going to get regs done in September, but you do think Jerome Powell will cut. Well, what about gold and silver? Is that going to roar while cryptos pause if we don't get regs in September? Lummis says November? But she's not the one in charge. We're going to talk about cryptos dying, XRP price, BTC dominance, along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
You see, the fund rate is still relatively high. This is the last 5-year chart that's on the screen. And yeah, it's come down 100 basis points since the high that we had at 2023 late into 2024. But players still don't want to put money in because what are they thinking? Rates are going to come down in the near future. So if you've got a ton of money and you think rates are going to come down, and when rates come down, that saves you a ton of money on your ton of money that you're going to invest, what are you going to do? You're going to hold off until rates come down. So that does what? It puts money on the sidelines. Look at that. Starting the video off with some juicy knowledge. I'll leave that in because I make mistakes. Now, before we get into the crypto news, price action along with the metals taking center stage. You know the deal. You, the viewer, matter most. So share your comments at the beginning of every video. Kitchen Switch starts us off, says, after baseball season, I'm just looking forward to next baseball season. I'm hoping the Seattle Maybes get to the World Series this year. I would love to see their catcher Cal Raleigh win the MVP, but I think we know the judge is probably going to get it. Cowboys Romo days, let's stick with the sports theme here. It says the market pretty much priced in no reg cuts, which is where we're at now. If we get cuts, we're shooting at my past $4. That's my opinion after looking at this for months and listening to everyone. I just made my own prediction and we'll settle on that. Choo-choo pendejos. Well done. Oh yeah, by the way, everything you see in this video, it's all linked in the description below. So yes, the majority of you think, no, we're not going to get regs in September. The majority of you also think, yes, Jerome Powell will deliver rate cuts in September. So kind of split on the optimism and pessimism. Now, where is all this coming from with the whole not getting anything done in September with the United States government? Well, that's because Cynthia Lummis out there recently has been spouting her mouth off, talking about October, November. Here's the thing, everyone. Lummis is a BTC maxi. And BTC does not need regs. It's already been given the golden pass as a commodity. That's why strategic reserves are not being touched as anything naughty by the government. And Lummis doesn't want to see the regs happen because that will give the alt strength, which will what? Take away some of the BTC dominance, and that would hurt her and her BTC maxi friends. And Lummis is also not in charge. Who is in charge? Chairman Tim Scott, the Republican from the great state of South Carolina. Yeah, buddy. Now, ranking member, Democrat Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to keep her up on screen until you hit the like button. 5, 4, 3. Oh, you didn't click it yet? 2, 1. I might bring her back if enough of you don't click the like button. Hostage situation of the channel. So yeah, Lummis is going to be a bit more pessimistic about this because as you remember, we watched the live stream of her. She didn't ask the panel members, Brad Garlinghouse included, one question. In fact, she went on a 5-minute rant about how amazing Bitcoin is without talking about Bitcoin during the stablecoin genius bill. Yeah, and this was while talking to Brad Garlinghouse. That is what she said. She's a total maxi. So watch what Lummis says, because again, she doesn't care about stablecoins. She cares about what? BTC only. So screw the alts. That's her. Heat map, let's pass it. Why? Well, because honestly, we know what's going to happen. We're going to be on a snooze fest through tomorrow. Why? Traditional markets are closed here unless it's Estados Unidos. It's a holiday. And gotta pay attention to gold and silver. Why? Well, when markets are shaky, when markets are volatile, what happens? Big players out there, big mini, goes to what? Safe haven assets like gold and silver. Gold closed at 35.16. Silver closed above $40, everyone, at $40.70. So if the players in the metal markets are heating up because, oh my gosh, volatility and things are wild, what does that do? Puts pressure on the risky assets, right? So if this is an indication for you, this is an indication of further volatility to come. So maybe the gold, silver markets, right, are telling us what? Don't expect anything too bullish from Jerome Powell. Don't expect anything too bullish from Congress in terms of regs. Yeah, is this the wink, wink, nudge, nudge from metals? Telling us, look, you ain't getting shit in September. How many cryptos have died here as of late? Well, to be honest with you, 20.3 million exist. So I'm assuming a shit ton. I've got the chart for you right now. In 2025, 1.8 million cryptos have died. Now, what constitutes a dead token? Being delisted, prolonged inactivity on social media, abandoned GitHub repositories, and near zero trading volume over an extended period of time. The reason I'm bringing this up is because a big majority of things out there, now I don't want to say majority, that's a misleading word, but a big number, 1.8 million in 2025. 2024 had 1.3 million. So 3.2 million in the last 2 years alone, and we're not even done with 2025, baby, have gone to the pooper. That's like 15%. And you know more are going to keep going to the pooper. Why? Because we keep launching stupid-ass tokens. And big announcement, enough to make Shaq go, ooh, go bad. What's that big announcement? Escape from Tarkov coming to Steam. Now let's talk more crypto. Volume, 112 billion right now. Okay. Crypto inflows and outflows. The last reading we had was on the 28th. Both BTC and ETH had outflows. Oh, wow. XRP price, yeah, we could talk about it, but I'm not expecting much to happen today and tomorrow. In fact, let's go to the 7-day. Let's yank out the candlesticks and go with a little bit of mint action. You can see we're leveling off. I expect the same to continue. Volume, 3 billion. I don't expect much to go on tomorrow either. Why? TradeFi money is going to be sleeping here in Los Estados Unidos, one of the biggest markets in the globe. And if one of the biggest markets in the globe is going to be taking a little siesta, a little holiday, I expect that to have an impact on the crypto markets tomorrow. The news might be spicy. Maybe we'll get a little jump in volume, but not like we've seen in the most recent weeks. Now, that being said, September 1st is tomorrow. 17th is the FOMC meeting, and they were hoping to get regs done by the 30th, but I don't know, everyone. We'll see if that happens, because guess what? Yes, September is finally here. And that means fall is right around the corner, so leaves are going to start falling, and temps are going to be dropping, and it's going to be hoodie season before we all know it. And before we all know it, XRP is going to be back to $3, because sooner or later we're going to have to pass regs, and sooner or later, Jerome Powell's going to have to cut. Why? Because you're going to kill the economy otherwise. You're going to kill the economy otherwise. That's the second mistake I've made language-wise today. What's interesting here is the majority of the market has the expectation that Powell will cut. And the reason being is if he doesn't, they're saying he's going to do more damage to the economy by pausing. Yeah. Showing, whoa. You leave rates higher for even longer, you're overcooking the bird. Yeah, because we're getting like into fall, turkey season, Thanksgiving. Come on, everyone. Help me out here a little bit, all right? Regs, I don't know. I got to be honest with you. We've been promised so many things, strategic reserve stuff and tax-free crypto and all. I mean, at this point in time, I'm hopeful, but my expectations are like way here, like way off, like way off screen. You can't even see it. It's like down into the ground. That's how low my expectations are. It's the United States government, the home of overpromise and underdeliver. I mean, what about all like the Doge cuts and JFK and auditing Fort Knox and Epstein? You get all my point, and drill baby drill and all. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a bait and switch time and time again. Either way, that's what we're dealing with right now. I'm hopeful that September will be better because August was certainly not good. I will say this. I think the optimism is going to build as September goes on. I think the beginning part of September might not be too pretty, honestly, because none of us expect anything at the beginning part of September, right? I mean, we at least know the FOMC meeting's at least the 17th of September. And regs, everyone, even like the Senate Banking Committee has said, hey, look, by September 30th, right? That was our deadline. So even they're placing it like at the end of the month. So it might be a little bend over fest for the first few weeks of September. So I don't know. All right, everyone. I am going to see what's going on with the rest of the crypto market because some of my alerts are going off on the screen. So choo-choo what? Choo-choo Biznachos, and I'll catch you as more news breaks.